Sit.
exactly is
Good boy,
it?
Pumpkin.
I didn't quite catch
Sit,
your
firecracker.
request.
Sit. All the way down. Good boy.
Oh, you know you all I... Whenever you need me, I'll be there.
Welcome back, Mango 3. I'm here. We're going to continue Genshin Impact. This new one has some new music event, and we can try out the new character. I think we sounded like we had it already going. There we go. Okay, so let's see. So new character, this is the music event, and this is the new character, Arlecchino. I think that's another word for the father of the new land that we're not Lan, which or maybe Shuts, I don't know, not Lan probably. And then we also have Lenny again, so we could try for either one. They're both fire. I'm not as interested in that one, but we don't have a lot of high power fire, so we'll definitely try at least one round. And we can also get extra bonuses for trying. I can hover. Oh my gosh. 1 week. Up for my other one.
Witness my rise. Overruled.
Well, it's like a super fast way of attacking. Even if I'm far away,
This is
I can like instantly get to there watching. Am I using a full-arm?
transfixed. Witness my rise. Late bear.
I wonder if these X's that increase the damage on them and mark them to the next. Cool. Alright, we'll get our bonuses for Uni again.
Now disappear.
Oh yeah, I figured out how to use a bow now.
And voila.
Number 3. I'm not as good at it. In the open field, you can use bow with using only your trigger buttons. Instead, I would just switch back and forth so you can work. Oh, I'm still zooming in. Maybe I forgot what
Here comes the finale. Out of my way. Our bond is strong. Go!
Here's the super game. There we go. Alright, so if you hold down the left bottom trigger and then you right click the right trigger and you over and over and over again fire instead of having to hold down, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, make you car sick. Let's see. Try something. That's better. The old cutoff thing at the top. Okay, so where are we at? We are in. Let's try the music one. New invitation letter. It's me, amigo. It's Ito. Be there or be square. On Watatsumi Island, which I think is way on the other side of the map. We should go to the left to get to the right. There you go. Nope. It's a flat map. We said we were going to try for this one, so let's go ahead. We need 4 more. It's purple to me. Hey, we got her again. Here, she's already 6 stars. Oh, nope. No, thank you.
There you are, eavesdropper.
We're way behind schedule.
Let's see the festival. Whoa. So we can grab on anything. Stuck in the water. She wanted to grab on stuff. Long way up. There we go. Alright, I'm going around. I'm gonna try again. Stay on the top.
Oh, so this is the venue, huh? Not half bad.
Let's get my weapon ready.
Ah, don't you worry, Jack Attack. We'll find that dog, even if it's hiding in Tenshukaku.
Ito, it's just a myth.
Whoa, compadre! And Paimon! You finally made it! Oh man, have I missed you guys. Ah! Oh, yeah, and this is Dvorak, a musician from Fontaine. Jack Attack, you know these two, right?
Hey, Mr. Dvorak, it's you!
Ah, it's so wonderful to see you both again. I feel like that lantern rite was just yesterday. How have you been?
Pretty good. So how did you end up hanging around with Ito? Is he helping you with the iridescence
Long
story now?
distance between these two places.
Oh, you better believe it, Minnie Melon. But that's only half the story. This is no ordinary iridescence tour. Me and Jack Attack are teaming up to turn this into the iridescent Arataki Rockin' for Life tour de force of awesomeness.
Rockin' for life? What do you know about rock and roll, bullchucker?
Huh? What, you never heard a bullchucker rock before? Moo, moo, moo!
It's funny watching him use those words.
Don't try and understand it, Minnie Melon. It'll melt your mind. It's
I
about
saw a
letting
video
loose.
of
Come on, give us
cows
some
running
lavender
out of
melon
their
rock.
pens
Okay,
for the
speak for
first time
yourself,
in
mister.
6 months
Sounds
after
like you're
being
the one whose mind
trapped
is melting.
indoors for the last 6 months. And they were running around, jumping up all over the place. It was funny. They're like grass. They look so happy.
Just a local legend I heard about. Apparently there was a war between the islands of Narukami and Watatsumi not too long ago. Is that right?
Such a waste. When will people learn? Make rock and roll, guys, not war.
A tragedy to be sure. Countless animals were affected by the fallout. A raven, a bakedanuki, a weasel thief, and many more sustained injuries.
Fair point. The animals didn't deserve that. But, not to downplay it or anything, but didn't even worse stuff happen than that?
In the eyes of a rocker, all living things are equally important.
So did this dog get injured too?
No, the story goes that this dog was something like a ninkin. It would show up out of nowhere in the middle of a battle to rescue
You've
the
seen that
injured
dog
animals
before.
and take them to
With the
safety.
bandana?
Rock
ninja
and
dog.
rollin' to the rescue! A king among canines! Woo! There'll always be a place for him in the Arataki gang.
Where did you hear about this?
In Rito. I was actually there while the war was going on. It inspired me to write a song
It'd be
about
funny
it.
if we could get that
I was
character.
even planning
The
to
dog
host a
is,
music festival around the
the
same
player.
theme, but unfortunately, I couldn't convince my investors.
Oh, yeah. I heard all about that. They claimed they had to cancel their plans because of an accident at sea, but that was just a lame excuse.
Yes, they weren't optimistic about the potential return on investment. Plus, I don't know, there seemed to be some other risks they were worried about.
What kind of risks?
Good question. Risks only apparent to people with mora to throw around, I suppose.
I agree. When people have too much mora, they lose their rock and roll spirit.
They do, huh? So what do you mean by rock and roll spirit anyway?
You know, the spirit of, you rock up, rock out, roll the dice, and roll with the punches. And that sort of stuff.
Huh. By that definition, aren't the investors the most rock and roll people in this scenario?
Anyway, point is, those chumps are out, and Arataki Ito is in. I'm running the show from here on out.
Oh, yeah, right! How are you gonna fill in for the investors? Do you even have any more?
I have faith in Ito. He tells me that the Arataki gang is a small but well-known and influential organization in this area, and has even been known to rub shoulders with the local authorities. Isn't that right?
Rub shoulders is putting it mildly. More like they're always locking horns.
Hey, don't look down your nose at the Arataki gang. I got connections, all right? Even the Tri-Commission listens to what I have to say.
Okay, Mr. Big Shot, whatever you say.
You can doubt it all you want, Mini Melon, but
I
it's the
heard her voice
truth.
on the
You know that
Japanese
guy in the
version, it
Yashiro
was
Commission?
funny.
Well, he and I
Even more
are
high-pitched
officially
and loud and
bureaus.
obnoxious.
That's right. I'm talking about Toma, housekeeper extraordinaire. And there's the general from the Tenryo Commission, Kujo Tengu. I mean, sure, we're always ribbing each other, but it comes from a place of deep mutual respect.
Mutual? Yeah, Paimon's not so sure about that.
So what about the Kanjo Commission?
Okay, fair. No first-name contacts there. But the Arataki gang is a big contributor to the revenue stream. All those fines we pay.
Fines?
Huh? No, I mean the taxes. Yeah. But that's not all. Let's not forget my contacts outside of the Tri-Commission, huh? Amazing, talented people from all walks of life. Like the TCG legend, Ayato. Oh yeah, he's made quite a name for himself in the TCG circles. In fact, they got a saying now. Ayato of the South, Ito of the North. Ha ha ha! That's right. I'm the
Yeah, you
only
got a
serious
saying.
competition
Everybody
he's
still talks
got
about
in
you.
all of Inazuma.
Did you make that saying up?
Then there's the Fox Lady, VIP customer of Yukio's ramen stall and fellow participant in the Ramen Masters Championship. I was her only worthy opponent. Also, you know that lonely god in Tenchukaku? Well, guess what? Turns out it was her lifelong wish to catch one of Arataki Ito's events. During the Drum-Along Festival, the Tenryo Commission were worried that their almighty shogun might have too much fun and lose interest in running the government. That's why they invited me over to stay for a couple of days.
Wow, look at you! Sounds like you're really going up in the world. At this rate, you'll have made Shogun by the next time we see you. And then Paimon will have to call you Almighty Bullchucker.
The Arataki gang never ceases to amaze.
Well, I'll admit I heard a few exaggerations there myself, but regardless, Ito has helped me secure a venue for this event, and for that, I owe him my thanks.
It's nothing. Don't mention it. My bro Goro sorted it all out for me. Let's both go thank him later.
Wait, you know Goro?
Yep, I always knew him as General Goro of the Resistance Fighters, but I had no idea there was more to the story. Turns out, he has another identity.
What other identity?
You've, heard of Miss Hina, right?
Miss Hina, so you...
Hey, no need to yell, all right? Yes, Miss Hina. She's the one who told me. After falling for the Tenryo Commission's tricks at the Drum-Along Festival, I figured I'd find a new location this time, somewhere out of their reach, like, here, for example. So I wrote Miss Hina a letter, asking if she knew anything about the procedure for holding an event on Watatsumi Island. She wrote me back right away and said I could ask Watatsumi Island's general for help, and that his name was Goro. I was like, what? General Goro is the general of all Watatsumi Island?
That's what general means.
That was close. Paimon's with you now, but what did you think general meant?
What do you mean? Isn't it like one general per squad or something?
That's called a captain.
Really? Huh. Well, either way, if it wasn't for Miss Hina, I never would have known. Pretty rock and roll, huh? All right. Good chat, compadre. I just remembered I got a meeting with Goro coming up. Gonna ask him about that dog situation. Gonna have to love you and leave you for now.
I didn't get to show him laughing. Sure you don't want us to join? We could help.
You guys focus on having a blast here at the festival. I think I can handle this little canine conundrum. There's still a few days left until the big party, so not everything's set up yet. But the jam zone and the roasted lavender melon zone are ready for action.
Bring it on.
Have fun, compadre. Got a dash.
What a character. Kind of admire his enthusiasm, though. Well, it looks like it's just the three of us for now. Why don't I show you the jam zone to start with?
This ain't your daddy's iridescent store.
Here we are. I've supplied musical scores and instruments from various regions, including a horn I personally brought from Fontaine. You can play whatever music you like. If you get tired, the roasted lavender melon zone is just over there. Ito says that lavender melons are rock and roll fuel. So what do you think? Want to give it a try?
I guess that makes Paimon fly and rock and roll fuel.
Hey, cut that out! Oh, lucky Ito's gone, otherwise Paimon would never hear the end of it. Let's change the topic. What other fun stuff is there to do here, Mr. Dvorak?
Well, we're planning to invite some more music enthusiasts, and we're still getting some supplies together, so we can decorate the place a little. But it could take some time. The Arataki gang has shifted their focus to the dog situation ever since I brought it up. Only one of them is actually sticking to the plan. Her name is Kuki Shinobu. She's out delivering invitations right now.
Yep, that's the Arataki gang for ya. Everyone else goofs around while Shinobu gets things done. We should help out. We can't let this event get totally derailed when Shinobu's out there doing her part.
Oh, I mean, are you sure?
Yeah, absolutely. We can handle it.
That would be extremely useful. We're starting to get behind schedule, and a couple extra pairs of hands could make all the difference.
No problem. We're happy to help. So you need us to find some music lovers and gather materials for decorating. Was that it?
Exactly. According to the original plan, we aim to finish everything in 5 days, and then the big party can begin. Actually, give me a second. I'll make you a checklist of all the outstanding tasks. That way it'll all be clearer. Oh, also, one other tidbit to share with you. Ito is planning to perform a song on stage on the final day of the event.
Ugh, typical bullchucker always has to be the center of attention.
Why don't you do the song, Paimon?
Oh, Paimon would steal the show for sure. No one would give Ito a second look after that. Pretty sure he'd yell out, "Paimon's so rock and roll it hurts!" And then he'd run off the stage, bawling his eyes out.
Those are some bold claims, Miss Paimon, but that kind of confidence would serve you well on the stage.
Paimon's just kidding. Anyway, we'll be ready for that checklist as soon as it's done, Mr. Dvorak.
Great. Feel free to take a look around. I'll bring it over in a few minutes.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the Traveler and Paimon.
Whoa, Shinobu and Heizo! What a surprise!
This truly is a pleasant surprise. Although, not that surprising, to be honest. I was just telling Miss Shinobu that I had a sneaking suspicion we might run into you.
Doshin Shikanoin was talking about you constantly the whole way here. I guess the universe answered his prayers.
It's called intuition. Names pop into my head at relevant moments, just the way my mind works.
It's great to see you both.
Paimon sure wasn't expecting Heizo to be the first one to show up.
Boss nagged me to prioritize the Tenryo Commission invitations. He specifically requested Madame Kujo Sara and Doshin Shikanoin.
So, why isn't Sara here?
Almost certainly because she has no desire whatsoever to see Ito. In her defense, here's what was written on the invitation letter. Kujo Tengu, come meet me at the top of the Sanganamiya Shrine. Let's go nuts and have a totally rock and roll sumo wrestling match.
If I were Kujo Sara, I'd jump at the chance to throw Ito off the roof.
But then wouldn't Kokomi come and throw Sara off too? All that stomping around on her roof, the noise would drive her crazy.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Madame Kujo Sara's response was much more magnanimous than mine would have been. She gave us a basket of lavender melons to bring as a gift.
Magnanimous? I'm not so sure. Something tells me she's trying to send a message.
What message?
If that Oni brat wants to pick a fight with me, there will be plenty of lavender melons waiting for him at the police station.
Maybe the fact you assume that says more about you than her. So what about the other basket of lavender melons, huh? Is that one from you? What message are you trying to send?
The other basket is actually from a few of us at the police station. I chipped in, and so did some other Doshin who've arrested Ito before, and so did some of Ito's former cellmates. So, I guess this basket of lavender melons is our way of saying, there'll always be a place for you here.
Maybe just give Boss the melons and don't mention that part.
Sure. Well, my work is done here, anyway. Now that I've delivered the lavender melons and said hello to the traveler, I should probably get going.
Aren't you gonna stay for the event?
Don't worry, I'll definitely be back for the big party. But I have some business to attend to in Rito first.
Eesh, being a detective sounds busy. I got you running around all over the place. Oh, wait, Rito! Do you happen to know anything about a mystery Ninken that appeared during the war? Apparently a lot of people in Rito were talking about it.
Ah, the dog, yes? That was the inspiration behind this music festival, wasn't it? Shinobu told me all about it.
Oh, never mind. Paimon just thought a detective might have the inside scoop.
I'm only speculating here, but from experience, I'd say it's probably just a local legend. I doubt the dog even exists. What's wrong? From the look on your face, you've got a vested interest in this situation. Interesting. Well, since I'm going to Rito anyway, I can always ask around and see where it leads.
You sure it won't impact your work? How much do you charge for your services? Said person.
Don't be silly. If this matters to you, that's a good sign that it'll turn out to be something that interests me too. Stay tuned for more info. See you all soon.
Seems like Doshin Shikanoin's quite the lone wolf. Well, I better get back to delivering these invitations. Gotta make sure the big party's a success.
In that case, guess it's time for us to get to work too. Wonder how that checklist is coming along.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Here's that list for you. If you can work your way through all this, we'll be back on track.
Great! Perfect timing, Mr. Dvorak. We'll get on it right away!
Thank you. I'm very grateful for your help. If you feel like flexing your musical muscles to take a break at any point, just come and find me in the jam zone.
Here's our list. let's go to the jam zone and look around for all this other stuff.
Useless.
Hello. Would you like to practice some music? Great. Before you get started, you'll want...
Close enough.
Hello. Would you like to practice some music? Great. I've been looking forward to hearing you play.
Oh, not unlocked yet. Okay, so some of these are not going to be available. Let's start with this one. Let's start with Pro. These typically are usually pretty easy, but remote's kind of tricky to get started, so I might screw up. We'll see. Different notes. Is that good? Not very good. Hey, you gained all the points. It's good. Different instrument. 80, a little better. Rex. Reading the book by Rex Chapman. More feels like the drums.
Hello. Great. I've been looking for...
All right, over 50. Couple of better long ones on that one. Two more. Yep. 103 combo at the end. Alright, last one, and then I guess and then we'll finish that. That was the best one yet. 95%. Wow. Let's try that one on one and only team just for fun. You can laugh. I did it! A new record!
It's so nice. Distress.
Ooh, if I go there, that's all the other stuff as well. Talking to the other people. Kill two birds with one stone.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome. Thank you for completing. Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Invite you to attend the music festival. Something about a music song or something. Most suitable note. How do you select it? It's the buttons on this. Honestly, I can't even hear it. I need to fix the music on this. I failed. I got one. This quest, although interesting, makes no sense the way they set it up. I can't hear anything, I can't tell what. I get the idea. I think there's somebody right in front of me, but I don't see anybody. I invite you to the music festival. How's your song that I can't hear?
Special yakitori for sale. Restaurant?
Why do most poors make the same mistakes over and over again?
We're way behind schedule.
This time it turned out.
Oh, maybe they're right below me.
Special yakitori for sale. Come and try some.
We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda.
Oh, you restaurant? That place
Or
is
maybe it's broken. I feel like there's somebody. Could be up on the roof. Maybe. Seems really cool.
Why do most poors make the same mistakes over and over again?
Rebooting.
special yakitori for sale.
Character is involved on another quest. Oh, no wonder they're not there. New shoots from old branches to Loki. Okay. Well, let's try the rest of them. I mean, can't do everything at once. If we don't finish, we'll try it to Loki. Tomoki. Tomoki. Gadgets. Is it different music one?
We're way behind schedule.
Here's one. Lin Lang. Ah, she's like, I want to play this song. It sounds like this. What is it?
Jewelry's out of stock, but we have some new items in.
Alright, where's the last guy?
We're way behind schedule.
Here she is, the bookstore. She studied in Fontaine.
So, are you buying or not?
Monster, hey! Mr. D-Log gave me the day off. D-Luke. Amateurishness. 6 days left. So I have to remember to come in every day to get these.
Next on the agenda.
Who's the one saying whether it's right or wrong? If the kid's the one grading me, why are they just saying it correctly the first time? Eight out of 9.
Come take a look.
Alright. We'll get to Moki later if we don't finish everything else. We've got to do trillion. Okay, so we gotta do defeating some stuff, taking photographs of stuff, and collecting things. So, I wonder, let's do a search guide for these guys. Route to that, yeah, that doesn't matter. Just open that, but I don't see anything there, so that doesn't help much, does it? Alright, we'll submit a few things. Then we'll try fighting and gathering a few things, and then if we have any time, we'll do Tomoki, his quest, and finish him. Who knows how long that'll take.
Hello. Would you like... Oh, really?
One more thing we do, we can get Goro, I think. Or I guess more than one, but we can get a crown that'll help us level up somebody significantly. What were we doing? Other stuff. Scavengers. Okay. Defeat 3 ruined machines. 3 types of clockwork mecha. Okay, I can't remember where anything is, so let's go look for birds, dogs, and cats. Fountain of Lucine. There's a lot of birds, so we'll start with that. Fountain of Lucine is way over on the other side of the world. Okay, we can go right there. Okay, let's whip out the camera. Anyone see the Northern Lights last night? I got trees around, so I can't really see, but I heard they were visible almost everywhere. There's some birds. Lots of birds.
I can't wait to see how this turns out.
No. Don't shoot them. How do you... photograph a bunch of birds and we're going to credit for it.
I prefer natural personally.
Here's a special camera. 2 favorite places. Two types of birds. Did I get one? No. I'm disappointed. It's broken. I think this whole quest is really last year.
That's all right.
I prefer magic personally.
Court of Fontaine is dogs. Shrine is cats.
Next on the agenda.
I have to keep an eye on the deployment of guards at all times.
I feel like there might be dogs in here. They're not outside. Negative. No dogs in here. Straight ahead, I see a dog. Police dog. Okay. That's definitely a dog. And they're not giving me any credit.
Welcome to Palais Mermoni.
Absolutely. Alright, well. That's even from the theater. And collect pearls. Watatsumi Island. They better get a credit for this. We collect them and it doesn't count. How do you know what island you're in? It doesn't say. I know it has to do with zooming in and out, but I don't know how to do that. Collecting pearls. And then we'll hear about the 5 million pocket.
We're way behind schedule.
Probably like clean and stuff.
Next on the agenda.
Thank you, Traveler, thank you. Halfway to making fertilizer and the monsters came charging up out of nowhere. So strange, but it's good you showed up when you did. It might, but because of that pile of fertilizer, you know. But really? I heard the smell's a sign you might have succeeded. Well, in any case, come over here and have a look at the fertilizer. I'll explain as I open it up. Hold it. Here's Goru. Hey, Mr. Goru, I wasn't aware you'd be passing this way today. On patrol, Goru? Never mind that first. This pile of stuff you're doing? Haha, yes, this fertilizer was the work of our hands. Mr. Goru, did you come here to check on the fertilizer as well? In that case, let's... Wait, hold on a moment. I'm not here for that. Well, actually I am, but Goru's face is twisting up something awful. Let's adjourn to someplace to a little further away. Alright, let's do that. Everyone leaves the fertilizer pile. So, Mr. Goru, why are you here? Lately, a lot of residents have complained of the terrifying stench nearby. So for your safety, I came to investigate. I wound up following the smell all the way here. That's how I found you. I heard you've been researching fertilizer, but the way you're going about is a disturbance to the peace, far too intense. Basically, either way, Owada, could you please dispose of that fertilizer? We'll try to help you find some. Sir, General Goru, I'm here. What happened? General found a suspicious person out in the outskirts. She was acting very furtively, calling herself a fertilizer salesperson or some such. I thought that was awful strange, so I had this person detained. I thought you might wish to see her question you. Fertilizer this, fertilizer that. What is it with me and fertilizer today? I've got it. I'll be with you shortly. Head back first and help to maintain order. Iwata, please deal with the matter of fertilizer. We'll discuss this further later. Traveler, why don't you come with me? It doesn't seem like there's anything else to do. So, when selling fertilizer, my mind can't help but feel it's something familiar somehow. Nothing's come to mind. Ah, well, whatever. Let's just go over there and see what's up. I'm looking for pearls, so I just happened to bump into y'all. Where are these pearls? All over the island, eh? I think there's a way to search for this.
It's my lucky day.
Not a pearl. Ooh, green leaves are supposed to be collected. Scavenger, pick up anything you're looking for.
The diversity of
Well, let's beat these guys. Let's do 3 things that are this color.
Evil conquering! Worthless! Here! Worthless! Here! Worthless! Worthless!
This holiday and this Chester.
We'll need more where that came from.
Mint is not green leaves, apparently. Too far different, so maybe it's 3 different green leaves. This flower doesn't like it. Little cat over here. No cat. He's not happy.
Access denied.
Street Fighter. Oh, it's a monster.
Born of ice and frost. For Rex Levis. Useless.
Is that all you've got?
there's not electric items. Another one.
Lament! Here! Here! Worthless! Here! Worthless! Here!
There we go, those count. Green leaves. Finished one. Still need Sango pearls and star conches. Not finding anything around here. What do they mean in the middle of the island? Or am I even on the right route? I didn't recall that being in here. Oh, it's in the island. Okay. Sight, apparently.
It's my lucky day.
There's a pearl, there's a pearl. And there's a pearl. Okay, we found the pearl. We just need 3 conchs. Watatsumi Island. Oh no, that's the coast. Beach is a leeway. Let's That's what I thought. Okay. Anyway, beaches. There's some over here. Guess we'll start with here. I feel like there's another area. No, there's consoles. Pick them up. Okay. This was good. Two more. Probably more that way. Here's the last one. Okay. Come on. Alright, we'll turn these in. We'll do that Tomoki quest, or start on it at least.
Hello. Oh, really?
You see the little greenery and the nests. New shoots from old branches. There it is.
Ah, it's you! Good to see you again. Seems like you're always showing up with a VIP in tow.
Oh? So you know the owner as well?
Yep, we tried his dongle milk a while back with the almighty Shogun in Inazuma City.
Ah, I see. So you were involved in that. I'd caught wind of this dango milk, but I didn't know that it had anything to do with you two.
It was a twist of fate.
I always order one of his creative drinks whenever I pass the stall. The flavor is always new and interesting. When I noticed he'd set up shop in Rito, I simply had to come by.
Oh, thanks to you all, my business is finally beginning to take off. More and more people are willing to give my creative cuisine a shot. It gave me the confidence to decide that I'm going to stick to creative cuisine from now on. On the one hand, I wanted more people to be able to try out my culinary creations. On the other hand, I wanted my customers to experience the joy of being creative too. So I gave it a lot of thought and finally came up with an all-new business concept.
Sounds interesting. What is it this time?
I've decided to give complete creative control to the customer. I offer all sorts of ingredients, and they pick and choose whatever they want to mix with their milk or tea. As well as dango, I now offer rice cake, purple potato balls, black sugar, and sunsettia.
Do they really all go well with milk? Hard to imagine, but who knows? It could be delicious.
What if I were to choose some ingredients you don't have here? Would that be okay?
Well, I guess so. Any novel ideas you have, Commissioner, please feel free to tell me. I'll go buy the ingredients right away. The whole idea was to let my customers express their creativity freely. So of course, I shouldn't place restrictions on the ingredients if I can help it.
Excellent. There are a few things I'd like to try. Lavender melon, seagrass, and sea ganoderma.
What? You want to mix those with milk?
I do indeed. Why? What's wrong?
You really think that's gonna turn out tasting good?
It's all about the experience. The taste is secondary. It's great to try new things. Traveler, any thoughts?
Lavender melon, seagrass, sea ganoderma.
Doesn't Paimon get a say in this? So this is peer pressure, huh? Well, alright then. Bring it on! Paimon can take it!
3 milks with sea ganoderma, please.
No problem. Give me a second, I'll have them ready in just a moment.
After a short while, the creative milk is finally ready.
Here, your milk is ready. Give it a try.
Somehow Paimon got it down eventually, but... Paimon feels lightheaded.
I think it's all right. It has quite a fascinating texture.
Your review seemed pretty positive, but Paimon still thinks there are better combinations.
Taste is your key concern, yes?
Obviously! Tasty food and drinks are some of life's most important pursuits.
Well said. If I could say the same was true for me, I believe I'd be a very content man.
In other words, you have too many other things to worry about?
Yes. No one has unlimited energy, and I try to conserve mine for the things that really count. To create some mental breathing room, I try not to overthink the less critical matters. Having my sister attend public events in my stead and having Toma as housekeeper has also been a great help and allowed me to focus.
We're just passing the time here though, right? Is there anything else to think about than what we're doing right now?
1 or 2 things. Let's continue this discussion somewhere else.
I noticed something before we left the Hiragi clan's residence.
You saw that Hiragi Chisato was meeting?
No, it was just a small detail. I was curious to know their thoughts on the wedding, so I asked them about it. Naturally, they responded that all other clans are happy for the Hiragi clan. But that's not the truth.
What do you mean?
Hiragi Shinsuke is still in prison, meaning the Kanjo Commission is the least stable in the Tri-Commission. Hiragi Chisato is the sole remaining pillar of her clan, but now she plans to marry into the Kujo clan. If I belonged to one of the assisting clans to the Hiragis, I would not be feeling optimistic about the future. But they didn't mention a word about that. They simply said they were delighted for them. These are not unintelligent people. I highly doubt it is because they simply do not realize.
I guess it is a bit strange.
I imagine they didn't want to discuss family issues in front of outsiders. But still, the more I think back over that conversation, the more it doesn't sit right. Keep a close eye on them, Hisashi.
Yes, sir.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
This is one of my most trusted members of the Shumatsuban. He's been quietly watching out for us this whole time.
Merely doing my duty, sir.
Keep a close watch on the clan representatives we met today.
Well received. I'm on the case.
Oh, and I almost forgot. That milk I just had? Please order one more and deliver it to Toma.
As you wish, sir.
Oh no, poor Toma.
Sorry, Toma.
Sir Kamisato, Lady Hiragi's previous engagement is now concluded. She's waiting for you in the courtyard.
Thank you kindly. Let's go and see Hiragi Chisato.
Alright, let's see if that was enough. Oh wait, I can just talk to him right there.
Thanks for coming. Hope to see you. Maybe this whole creativity theme really... Thanks for coming. Maybe this whole creativity theme really...
Maybe I have to finish this quest. Maybe.
That Sir Kamisato had brought some guests, but I didn't know it was you two.
It's been a while, Lady Hiragi. How have you been faring?
This is a rare privilege, Sir Kamisato. It is not often that I have the chance to meet you, let alone here in the comfort of my own home. I'm doing very well indeed, thank you. You must be so busy. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and congratulate Kamaji and I. It really means a lot.
But of course, the Tri-Commission are the servants of the Shogun, and we should look out for one another. In fact, we visited Sir Kujo just now. It's clear that he's very much looking forward to the wedding. Perhaps his joy is infectious, for I am now feeling rather elated myself. I sincerely wish you a joyful wedding and a blissful marriage.
Thank you for your kind words. This was not an easy decision to make. We will both have to work harder from now on. I'm sure the news will cause something of a stir. But come what may, we will stand as one and face whatever the future throws at us, together.
Sounds like things are pretty tough for you, Chisato.
Yes. To be honest, I'm still a little nervous about it all. But Kamaji has been so supportive. His promises have comforted me a lot.
It sounds like you have some considerable reservations, Lady Hiragi.
Yes. Well, there are so many things I need to consider. In case you were wondering, I was not actually entertaining VIPs just now. I was in fact meeting with one of the Kanjo Commission's officers, Shinojo.
Oh, really? Him?
He charged in all of a sudden and said that he had something very important to tell me. He didn't mince his words. Basically, he doesn't want me to marry Kamachi.
He finally went there.
He has always been a calm and contained person who never acts out of line. I was quite shocked to see him so agitated. But despite all that, what he was saying made a lot of sense. He thinks that now is a bad time for this wedding to happen. He pointed out that I am like the final pillar propping up my clan. If I marry into the Kujo clan, that pillar is taken away. There will no longer be a voice of authority in the Hiragi clan. And it could be a disastrous move for my personal image, too.
It's just two families becoming one big family, though, right? What's the big deal?
Traditionally, in Inazuma, clan affiliation influences every facet of life. After the wedding, Lady Hiragi will belong to the Kujo clan. The Kanjo Commission's attitude toward you may undergo some significant changes thereafter.
Precisely. This is a terrible thing to be saying, but I'm starting to have second thoughts. Maybe I went along with it all too easily. Maybe I allowed myself to be pushed into this. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I'm making my guests listen to me complaining.
No problem at all. The Yashiro Commission has a duty to listen to you. Now that I've heard your concerns, I should offer to help you as best I can. For instance, by helping you gather your thoughts on the matter. Now, we heard from Sir Kujo that his decision to tie the knot was prompted by a letter he received from you. But we've also heard that you did not write that letter. Sir Kujo thought that perhaps you were just being coy. Oh, dear. Perhaps I should have kept that part to myself.
What? But that was... It was just a prop in his playful proposal, wasn't it? It was clearly purpose design, what with all the fancy lettering and so on.
Fancy lettering, you say? So I am to understand that had it not been for this letter, you two may not have chosen this moment to be wed?
When it comes down to it, yes, I think so. Oh, do you mean to say that this letter is not what I thought it to be?
Sir Kujo maintains that the letter was penned by your hand.
Huh? But then... how did...
Either way, it's wonderful to see how much you both trust one another. In that sense, you could say that the origin of the letter is ultimately not of great importance. Who knows? Perhaps Sir Kujo was the one being coy. After all, he had no particular reason to be forthcoming with us about the details of his playful proposal.
I understand. As you say, ultimately, the origin of the letter doesn't matter. But my position does matter. Kamaji and I thought that we needn't worry about anything that lies ahead because we can face it all together. But now, I think I should give it some more thought.
Marriage is the most important decision of your life. Don't let yourself regret it. It is also part of the Yashiro Commission's job to help people through difficult times. I say this as an advocate for you personally, and for the Hiragi clan. Please, do not be compelled by circumstances to make any decision that goes against your will. To be together with the one you love is a sacred thing. It is my earnest wish that both of you may enjoy a bright and beautiful future, not a bittersweet one.
I'll take take to heart every word you have said to me. I can't thank you enough, Sir Kamisato. I'll think very carefully about your advice.
All that matters is that you follow your heart. Since you'll be needing some time to think things over, we will excuse ourselves now.
Oh, wait! Let me see you out.
Thank you, Lady Hiragi, but there will be no need. Traveler, let's find somewhere to talk.
Next on the agenda. Hiragi Chisato is on a totally different page than Kujo Kamaji. Ayato, why did you give her such vague suggestions? Couldn't you just have told her what you'd do in her position? Because Paimon's pretty sure you have an idea.
I've said everything I can, given the Yashiro Commission's stance. Interfering too much with other commissions' domestic issues will only create trouble. And the more I think about it, the stranger this all seems. But Hiragi Chisato has yet to see it. We must be vigilant.
Strange? In what way?
Someone wants Hiragi Chisato to be married as soon as possible, and if my guess is right, it is someone from within the Kanjo Commission. This person is presumably also responsible for the mysterious and misleading letter. Think about this. A lowly officer is greatly worried about Hiragi Chisato's future, while the heads of the supporting clans ostensibly have no concern at all. It doesn't add up. When someone's words and actions do not match, you need to infer their intentions from their behavior.
Oh, so someone trying to get her into trouble? Or is someone trying to cover her position? Cat jumped up on his own. He's licking me. He's a happy pumpkin, that's for sure. I'm gonna say the second one.
Yes. It's a smart strategy. Far superior to the one adopted by the Tenryou Commission's Takatsukasa clan. Even had the forged letter failed and been seen for what it was, there would have been no repercussions. They could simply have explained it away as a misguided but well-meaning matchmaking attempt by a member of the family. But if the letter were to achieve its goal, as it has so far, the perpetrator would successfully weaken the Hiragi clan without ever having to lift a finger against them, all under the guise of simply encouraging a wedding. With Hiragi Chisato having married into the Kujo clan and the head of the Hiragi clan in prison, challenges to the Hiragi clan's leadership would begin to emerge throughout the ranks of the Kanjo Commission. Eventually, another clan would take the Hiragi clan's place.
A reasonable theory, but I think it's just a theory.
Actually, we have evidence. His name is Shinojo.
Shinojo?
He should be back by now.
Yes, sir.
That's the second time you've done that! Paimon cannot deal with this.
Did they take one of the Kanjo Commission officers away?
Yes. His name is Shinojo.
As I expected. They cannot afford to let this opportunity pass them by. They have to act now while the Hiragi clan is at its weakest. Hiragi Chisato had been persuaded by Kujo Kamaji, and the wedding was sure to go ahead. But after Chisato's meeting with Shinojo, she began to have second thoughts. In their eyes, Officer Shinojo has interfered with their plan.
But why did they suspect him and not us?
Someone was eavesdropping on our conversation with Chisato the entire time. That's why I was a little reserved.
No way! Whew. Lucky Paimon didn't say anything stupid. But Chisato got what you meant about the letter, though, right?
I think so. But whoever is behind this will not allow their plan to fail now. They will not be inclined to respect Hiragi Chisato's own wishes. Her stance was so passive that she was easily manipulated, treated like a pawn, with even her marriage becoming a battleground for political power play. Despite all of this, she still believed that a happy future was awaiting her. When she formally marries into the Kujo clan, she will lose her title as daughter of the Hiragi clan, her position in the Kanjo Commission, and above all, her independence.
Marriage is such a trap.
We gotta stop her.
Easier said than done. The perpetrators are manipulating everything from the shadows, letting unsuspecting pawns do their work. This is what makes their approach so smart. We, meanwhile, are out in the open. If we attempt to stop this wedding from happening, we will become the villains of the story and face immense public backlash.
So what are we gonna do?
At this stage, if the perpetrators wish to maintain control over the situation, their only option is to come out from the shadows and bare their fangs. I will wait for that moment to arrive. But first things first, we must go and rescue Shinojo. He has done nothing wrong and does not deserve to be punished. Tell me where Shinojo is. We'll head off right now.
Alright, we finished it. Truth is also a lie. Okay, so that's another quest. Let's see if we can finish the one. Still says he's involved. Now truth is also a lie. I'll finish that one too. Okay. Must be an important one. Disrupting the marriage between the clans. Investigate the situation inside the cave.
Oh, good. What are you doing? Release Shinojo this instant!
Stop this at once. It's the Yashiro Commissioner. Well, we take orders from our master. No one else.
Really? Then please, excuse me.
Can we use him in the fight? He's super strong. We can.
Who goes there?
Be still.
Get them!
So that's very beautiful.
Soldiers, quick! Time for retribution!
So we're just aiming for this officer guy. Where he goes.
As a dog, steady as stone.
I must withdraw.
Access denied.
Get them!
That's the tool.
No touching.
So let's do a
This is
snow
long
down.
overdue. We're waiting for the schedule.
You cannot match my strength!
Cascade.
Soldiers, quick!
Withdraw. Blast. Let's go. We must report to Master right away.
Hey, get
No need to follow them. We need bait to catch the fish anyway. Leave them be. I think I saw a key fall to the ground during the fight. Let's free Shinojo first. But in all the chaos, it must have been kicked to one side. Where did it end up?
What the? It's a tanuki? Oh, don't tell Paimon that the tanuki took it!
Let's follow it and see.
With the dog? Or is that the thing that goes in and out of the ground? Where did he go? There's a scent. There's the key.
Thank you. Thank you. It was terrifying. They said they were gonna throw the cage into the sea with me still inside. Oh, wait! You have to listen to me. Lady Chisato's wedding. It's all part of a scheme. Someone's trying to use the wedding for their own ends.
Calm down, Shinojo. It's okay. We know about all that.
Huh?
Our suspicions were roused to this possibility, and so far, everything is unfolding rather as we expected. Those behind this plan are not going to give up easily. Their next move is imminent. We must devise sufficient countermeasures.
Yashiro Commissioner, you're personally going to take action?
This situation has consequences for the whole Tri-Commission, and the stability of all Inazuma is at stake. My hitherto neutral stance ends now. The almighty Shogun has always despised these pathetic power games. As a commissioner, I am a servant of the Shogun, and it is therefore my duty to handle these tiresome matters on her behalf.
That's true.
Shinojo, don't return to your post yet. Find somewhere safe and stay hidden. Traveler, Paimon, let's get out of here.
Short while after leaving.
Well, if it isn't the Yashiro Commissioner. I hear you showed up here with no explanation and attacked my men. You wouldn't happen to be carrying out some sort of secret mission, now would you?
I heard that someone was taking the law into their own hands. As a responsible official of Inazuma, I could not in good conscience stand idly by. Shinojo may be your retainer, but the law does not grant you the right to abuse him.
Abuse? Nonsense. I was just teaching him a lesson. Out of nowhere, a low-ranking officer decides to barge in on Lady Hiragi and start spouting out the most absurd and insulting nonsense one can imagine. A truly egregious loss of decorum. I dare say, the poor lady was terrified.
So, you're saying that you know absolutely nothing of the reasons for his actions? Because otherwise, why would you describe it as out of nowhere?
Two people from two different clans are getting married. That's all there is to it. And yet this young gentleman took it upon himself to fabricate a nonsensical disaster story around it. How should I know what he was thinking? Even if she marries into the Kujo clan, Lady Hiragi will always be the daughter of the Hiragi clan and the most distinguished member of the Kanjo Commission. We are, and always will be, her loyal assistants. It's our duty to see that she never has to worry about anything. Loyalty and duty are our guiding principles. Not only did this guard show no regard for either, he went out of his way to upset our lady. How could one do such a thing? Even if we put it down to a rare moment of impulsivity. I have to say, I'm surprised to see one of such noble standing as yourself rushing to his defense.
Darn it! This guy is good. Annoyingly good.
He's a slime ball. He's also difficult to argue against.
Funny. I'm suddenly reminded of an anecdote I'd like to share with you. There's not been a dull moment since I took up my post in the Yashiro Commission. Every day I've been exposed to new and fascinating things. For instance, a merchant from abroad once told me about a curious kind of bird with the most extraordinarily long tongue. So long, in fact, that you can tie 2 knots in the portion of it that extends out of its beak. I'm sure someone as erudite as yourself could be able to guess what people do with these unusual avians.
Keep them as pets.
You'd think, wouldn't you? But there's a catch. You see, this bird is of no use to humans whatsoever, and certainly doesn't make a suitable pet. If you catch one, the best thing you can do is actually cut its tongue off and throw it out of the window. The reason they give is this. The longest tongue has the most to say, but don't be deceived as it chirps away, lest the song it sings lead you astray.
I say, Yashiro Commissioner, are you here simply to mock the Kanjo Commission?
Far from it. In my mind, the Kanjo Commission is made up of honorable individuals, upright and forthright, conscientious and loyal. It is unbecoming of such people to resort to lies, deception, and filibustering, all as part of a plan to remove Lady Hiragi from her position in the Kanjo Commission.
Yashiro Commissioner, please don't make accusations without any evidence.
The evidence is standing right in front of me, is it not? I have a credible witness who can confirm you were quick to try and make him disappear as soon as he said something that you did not like. Ugh, dear me. I can't believe the Grand Matsura clan is now represented by someone with less of a sense of loyalty than even an ordinary servant. You studied hard and took a government position, only to make it to where you are now just to play these petty power games behind the scenes. I'm not sure whether it's because you're smart enough to play the system, or too foolish to know any better. In your years of service to the Shogun, not only have you managed to glean nothing good from the people around you, you have also let yourself be blinded by self-interest. And now you have ruined your once bright future. I'm not angry, Mr. Matsura. I just feel sorry for you.
Is that right? Then tell me, if you're so bright, what exactly do you think you can do to me? This is at most a Kanjo Commission issue. We'll handle this amongst ourselves. You are reaching rather outside of your bounds, Yashiro Commissioner. If you seek to involve yourself in other clans' affairs, might I be so bold, then, as to question your motives in doing so? I think you are simply opposed to an alliance between the Kanjo Commission and Tenryo Commission, because the new balance of power in the Tri-Commission would be a threat to you personally. So you come here with an elaborate excuse to try and break up this marriage.
So, that's how you view it. Well, I have to admit, you clearly are far more talented than I at monitoring the power balance within the Tri-Commission.
Let me be crystal clear. This wedding is going to happen, and nothing is going to change that. The notices have already been sent out. All of Inazuma City knows about it now. Most of the public weren't aware that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi Chisato were courting. But you can bet it's all anybody's talking about now. Once the notices go out, that's it. The wedding is a sure thing, even if it hasn't happened just yet.
I see. It seems like I was wrong.
So suddenly we see eye to eye?
I had expected you to at least be smarter than most. But it seems that I was gravely mistaken.
Kamisato Ayato! You... How dare you!
You've made your move. Now, I suppose it's time I made mine.
What do you mean?
Do you seriously think this marriage will bring the Kanjo Commission and the Tenryo Commission together? Isn't it at all possible that the Kanjo Commission becomes marginalized as a consequence of this union? Goodness me. Well, I've learned a great deal from talking to you. That will be all for now. If you would excuse me, I shall take my leave.
Hey! What was all that? Paimon didn't follow at all.
They had their scheme, but fortunately I was prepared. As I said, they ended up coming out from the shadows and revealing themselves. Let's see how things are in Inazuma City. Then, I'll take you through the details of my plan.
Look at this. The daughter of the Kanjo Commission's Hiragi clan and the master of the Tenryo Commission's Kujo clan are getting married.
Sounds like an all-around perfect match, don't you think?
For sure. I'm just surprised. It seems very sudden. I hadn't heard a single word about it until now.
Good luck to them, I say. I'm sure it must have been a hard decision.
Looks like the wedding is definitely going ahead.
It's still too early to make that conclusion. Our adversary wants to push this marriage past the point of no return. However, we can still beat them at their own game. But only if...
So there's a dog. I tried to photograph it.
welcome. I just heard that the news of my wedding has been officially announced. It seems so sudden. I wasn't ready yet.
Yeah, about that. It's kinda complicated.
You briefly explained the situation to him.
I see. So someone's trying to take advantage of our marriage.
If you proceed with the wedding, the repercussions for you are likely to be minimal. But we must take Lady Hiragi's situation into consideration.
I've previously considered this possibility. But in the end, we're getting married for true love. And I've promised her that I'll do everything in my power to protect her.
I understand where you're coming from, but to be frank, she should not need your protection. Or, to put it another way, you have tacitly admitted that Lady Hiragi will need your help to get through the hard times ahead, which perhaps suggests that, deep down, you realize all she stands to lose. I don't mean to criticize you. It is natural to want to protect our loved ones. You're an intelligent and gentle person, and I'm sure you would have been able to think about this more objectively were you not so emotionally involved in the situation. I'm sure you admire Lady Hiragi for being the independent, gentle, resilient, and strong-willed person she is. For the sake of marrying you, this wonderful woman will become someone who has to depend on you for the rest of her life. Are you really okay with that?
I love her with all my heart, and would do anything to make her happy. That's why I cannot abide to see her suffer or be manipulated by other people. Yashiro, Commissioner, you're right. It was naive and selfish of me to take things this far. But it's too late now, isn't it? There are notices everywhere.
I have a plan, but it needs a villain. Sir Kujo, in order for my plan to work, you and I must both play the role of antagonists. But it is not without its risks. Are you willing to help?
If there's a way to salvage this, then let's hear it.
I've told the people at the Kanjo Commission that the marriage isn't going to unify the Kanjo Commission and the Tenryou Commission. On the contrary, it's a terrible idea that will marginalize the Kanjo Commission. The context for this is that they are planning to use this marriage to bring down the Hiragi clan. And the key to their success is coming up against no resistance to the marriage from the Tenryou Commission. But what if we were to imagine for a moment that since the affairs of the Vision Hunt decree, the Tenryou Commission has been planning to make a move against the weakened Kanjo Commission? The only reason you have been hesitant to act since taking over the Tenryou Commission is because you care about Lady Hiragi's feelings. And so, your plan is to liaise with the Yashiro Commission, to marry her and bring her out of the Kanjo Commission as soon as possible. Once that is achieved, as the person in charge of the Tenryou Commission, you no longer have any reason to hesitate.
I see. This is an ingenious plan. It takes advantage of the situation perfectly.
This will make Hiragi Chisato indispensable.
Exactly. Our purpose is to change Lady Hiragi's position from an unnecessary burden to an indispensable asset. By doing so, we can even strengthen her position in the Kanjo Commission. Once our adversaries realize how the network of connections behind the scenes really looks, they'll do their utmost to stop this wedding from happening. Then, we simply leave them to clear up the mess they've created.
Got it.
So the network of connections? This is all way too complicated for Paimon. Can you just tell us what you need us to do?
We have to make sure that the behind-the-scenes story comes to the attention of our dear friends in the Kanjo Commission. Matsura, with whom I spoke earlier, will now be fearing the worst. No doubt he'll be on the lookout for the first sign of a crisis. In that case, he will almost certainly have placed informants throughout Inazuma City. What we need to do is to use these informants as a breeding ground for our fake intel. Sir Kujo, there are certain things that I need you to attend to personally.
He explained the details of the plan.
It's almost time. My ninja has located one of the informants. Let's go and see if he'll take the bait. That person is one of Matsura's informants. Let's follow him. Be careful not to get seen.
Seems like he's noticed us. Knew he should have been quieter.
That person is one of Matsura's Let's follow him. Be
Did you see that? Sir Kujo Kamaji just came past here with a huge group of people.
Could it be related to the wedding announcement?
Maybe, but from the look on his face, it seems like something much more serious. He and his men seem pretty intense at the moment. Isn't it all a bit excessive for a wedding?
Seems like he's noticed us. Knew he should have been quieter.
That person is one of Mats. Let's follow him.
Did you see that? Sir Kujo Kamaji just came past here with a huge group of people.
Could it be related to the wedding announcement?
Maybe, but from the look on his face, it seems like something much more serious. He and his men seem pretty intense at the moment. Isn't it all a bit excessive for a wedding?
Was close. Let's start running.
That person is one of Matsura's informants. Let's follow him.
Did you see that? Sir Kujo Kamaji just came past here with a huge group of people.
Could it be related to the wedding announcement?
Maybe, but from the look on his face, it seems like something much more serious. He and his men seem pretty intense at the moment. Isn't it all a bit excessive for a wedding?
Hey, crouching works. Crouching is the trick.
The Tenryo Commission has sent a load of people to Rito. I guess it must have something to do with the wedding.
Yeah, he's good.
I think in all there must have been about 100 people so far.
That doesn't sound good. What could be going on? I hope it's just Sir Kujo Kamaji being overcautious. The news is spreading fast, but it appears Master's fears may be well placed. There's no way they sent this many people just to escort the bride. I have to investigate.
See, Doggy. Doggy, I'm not going to photograph you right now.
He ran off!
As expected. Let's follow him.
I think we won.
Wow! It's like the whole Tenryo Commission is here.
Excuse me, has something happened on this road? I'm a businessman passing through, and it's a little disconcerting to see this place so heavily guarded.
Ah, please don't be alarmed. As I'm sure you've heard, the wedding of Sir Kujo Kamaji and Lady Hiragi Chisato will take place any day now. Sir Kujo decided to send for Lady Hiragi ahead of time and have her live in Inazuma City during the run-up to the wedding.
I see.
We are here to clear the way for Lady Hiragi. Not just us either. You'll see more Tenryo Commission members as you go further along. We're all here for the same duty.
Isn't this a little excessive?
Sir Kujo holds Lady Hiragi in the highest regard and wants to treat her with the utmost respect from beginning to end.
I understand. Sorry to disturb your work. Drat. It's exactly as Master feared. They say they're here to guard the road, but really they're poised to attack if Master doesn't allow Lady Hiragi to leave Rito. Wait, no. If Lady Hiragi does leave, they'll have all the more reason to strike. But we're in no state to defend against a Tenryo Commission attack. I must tell Master right away.
He ran off again!
Now you realize how serious the situation is.
That should do it. The seeds have been sown. In this atmosphere, mounting suspicion will nurture fear among the Kangjo Commission. Now, we wait patiently for it to grow and ferment. The calm before the storm is always the part that unsettles people the most.
Are they really gonna own up and apologize, just like that?
If you're curious to find out, you can visit the Hiragi clan in Rito in a couple of days. I have some other business to attend to, so I won't be spending any more time on this situation. In any case, we've made our move. It's only a matter of time before they give up and surrender.
Why are you so confident?
This is not my first time. Well then, goodbye for now. I truly hope that things will work out in Hiragi Chisato's best interests.
He left kind of abruptly. Are things really gonna turn out like he predicted?
Let's keep an eye on things till the end.
Paimon too! Well, let's go to Rito again in 2 days. Been to the outside world before.
Alright.
I wonder if...
I was going to say he's involved in the other one. Yep.
people from the Tenryo Commission have been here for days now.
I guess they're here to pick up Lady Hiragi. But why would it be taking so long?
I heard that the Kanjo Commission suddenly said they don't want Lady Hiragi to leave. To be honest, I'd be hesitant if I were her. A crowd this size comes to Rito? Who knows what they could be planning?
Shh, stay quiet. Someone might hear you.
Right. Sorry. How did things get to this point?
We're way behind schedule.
Hello. How may I help?
What are you doing?
We arrived here 2 days ago to escort Lady Hiragi to Inazuma City. Sir Kujo Kamaji gave us very strict orders, so we have to obey. But every time we attempt to receive the bride, the Hiragi clan always finds an excuse to delay things. Since we haven't fulfilled our duties yet, we decided to stay in Rito until Lady Hiragi is ready to come with us.
Everyone is scared.
We apologize. It was not our intention to stay here so long. We promise our presence here will not impact ordinary people's lives. We can only hope that the leaders of the Hiragi clan will start to cooperate soon. If this stalemate continues, who knows? Sir Kujo might give us orders to be less accommodating.
Next on the agenda.
How much longer does your master plan to hold them off?
I have no idea. We're stuck in limbo here. Master's been very on edge these past few days. He gets irate over the smallest things and is suspicious of everything. He's been yelling at me a lot. I understand that he's anxious, but I mean, what can we do? I've told him before, never cross the Yashiro Commissioner.
Yeah, good advice. With him, you just know that whatever he's doing, a lot of preparation has gone into it. If Lady Hiragi is really taken away, then what will the Tenryo Commission do? And what will the Yashiro Commission do?
Maybe we should tell Master to discuss things with Lady Hiragi.
Hiragi Chisato is now at the center of every conversation in Rito. By now, the Kanjo Commission probably knows how important she is. But what about what she thinks?
Oh, Traveler! I assume you've heard about everything that's been going on out there. What on earth is happening?
Don't worry, we can explain everything. So, what happened was...
Let me check it out. See if someone's eavesdropping. We make sure no one
After the
is. Let me
Tenryo
explain it
Commission
all.
arrived, they suddenly became alarmed. They keep having secretive discussions and won't allow me to have any direct contact with the Tenryo Commission. I never would have thought that this was Sir Kamisato's plan. Now it all makes sense.
Since you last met, have you made your mind
I'm
up?
sorry, I haven't. Maybe there's no right or wrong decision. Maybe everything would be easier if I simply didn't have the choice. I used to tell myself things like this to avoid having to think about it. But once I saw the notices appearing out of nowhere on the streets, signaling that the wedding was confirmed, I didn't feel reassured at all. Instead, I felt a great sense of regret. I keep thinking back to what Sir Kamisato said. This is supposed to be my bright and beautiful future. But what if it's not?
It's exactly what he's worried about. You can't rush into an important
I can
thing.
happily accept that if someone was trying to take advantage of my marriage, I should absolutely refuse to go through with it. But that's not the answer I'm looking for. And also, now that things have escalated to this point, it will be tricky to resolve.
Ah, Lady Hiragi, here you are. You scared me for a second. I thought you'd gone missing. You. Wait, you're the ones who were with the Yashiro Commissioner that day. What do you think you're doing here? Are you trying to convince Lady Hiragi to leave?
Calm down. They're my friends. They're just here to visit me.
Friends? Are you sure? Just friends? Lady Hiragi, I told you already, these are exceptional circumstances. You need to be more vigilant in everything you do. You are extremely important to us, and to the entire Kanjo Commission. Who's to say they don't have a hidden agenda?
If you want to accuse us of trying to abduct her, just come out and say it.
You're acting far less dignified than when we last met.
Don't be rude. You've been very highly strung lately, seeing everything as a threat.
You won't even follow her orders now?
Listen to me. I know all the ins and outs of everything that's happened so far. His arrival might well be your very last chance to fix this. The present state of affairs in Rito shows me that the situation has escalated well past the point where you could hope to control it. If this deadlock continues any longer, we will have nothing to gain and much to lose. This is not an order. All I need you to do is give me an explanation and take responsibility for the situation.
Understood, my lady. I shall discuss with the others right away.
Good job, Chisato. You handled that well.
I was so nervous. But I thought things are now so critical that I should at least give it a try. And it worked remarkably well.
That's what I call a voice of authority.
Yes, well, let's wait and see what happens. I hope they provide a satisfactory response.
A while later, she comes back
We
with
had a serious
like,
discussion and reflected on our mistakes. In all honesty, no one can handle the weight of the situation here. Everyone is besides themselves with worry. It'll drive us mad if it continues any longer. I'm so sorry. My actions were radical and duplicitous. I was selfish and ignored the greater good. And then I left the situation to fester. Would you please give us a second chance? For my lady's sake, please give the Kanjo Commission another chance.
It's no use talking to me. You'll have to talk to Kamisato Yato.
I suppose you're right. The only person who can change the Tenryo Commission's mind will be the Yashiro Commissioner. We'll head off to the Kamisato estate shortly and beseech him to help us with the utmost sincerity. Lady Hiragi, might I ask you to join us? You are the most important person. Without you, we have no other way. By the way, aren't you a good friend of the Yashiro Commissioner? Please put in some good words for me.
Roger.
Next on the agenda.
Yashiro Commissioner, I'm sure you've heard the news. The Tenryo Commission has now occupied Rito, refusing to leave until we hand Lady Hiragi over to them. I realize I have greatly offended you with my atrocious actions, and I realize also that this must sound like the very height of absurdity. But please, have mercy, good sir.
I'm sorry, Mr. Matsura. I'm exceptionally busy and have but a moment to spare before my next engagement. I fear this leaves no time for small talk. So please, If you would be so kind, get straight to the point.
I know our apology means nothing to you, but we really have nothing else left to offer by this point. I'm terribly sorry. Everyone in the entire Kanjo Commission now realizes the gravity of this situation. Lady Hiragi is indispensable to us. We promise to always support her. So, would it be at all possible for you to talk to Sir Kujo once more, on our behalf?
You make it sound so easy. The Tri-Commission will be ridiculed by the public if we choose to withdraw the notices now and eat our words. What do you plan to do about this? To lose face for the Tri-Commission is to bring shame to Her Excellency. Are you and your associates ready to face the thunderous wrath of the almighty Shogun?
We'll take full responsibility. We'll publish a new notice and hold a conference to explain the situation. We will make sure that the public knows this was all a huge misunderstanding. We'll do everything we can to minimize the impact. Everything we can.
Master Matsura, you should have known it would come to this. Whatever were you thinking? But the Tri-Commission must always put the interests of Inazuma first, regardless of what Sir Kujo and I may feel at this present moment. If the situation in Rito is left to fester any further, things may get out of control. But Lady Hiragi and the inhabitants of Rito are innocent. If we fail to contain the situation promptly, the rumor mill will wreak havoc on the Tri-Commission's reputation. Try keeping a pet bird. You'll see what I mean. Songbirds who know how to hold a tune can be very pleasant to listen to, but they can also become irritating if they don't know when to stop. And as for the ones with excessively long tongues, well, they're so insufferable that they can't be kept as pets at all. But it doesn't take a moment to cut out their tongues and silence them for good.
Yes, I understand.
I've listened to your concerns, and I'll talk to Sir Kujo for you. But I can't guarantee that he will change his mind.
I understand. Thank you for your help, Yashiro Commissioner.
All right, you ought to return now. I'm sure you have a sizable mess to deal with back in the Kanjo Commission.
Okay, then please excuse me. Thank you once again, Commissioner.
Ah, yes, Lady Hiragi. I have something to tell you. Would you mind?
Oh? Why, of course. Sir Kamisato, you became a completely different person just now. It felt so intense.
Unruly servants like him need to be severely reprimanded. As a commissioner, the almighty Shogun trusts me to do her will. I did as I should. But now, I'd like to take off my commissioner hat and share a personal story with you.
Oh, please. I'd love to hear it.
You must have heard that the Kamisato clan once went through an extremely difficult period. My father worked incredibly hard to compensate for the grave errors made by the Kamisato clan long ago and restore our reputation. The work took a toll on his health and ultimately led to his untimely demise. My mother loved him dearly. She passed soon after. This sudden turn of events dealt a heavy blow to the Yashiro Commission. Behind the scenes, things became very unstable. Everyone thought that the Kamisato clan had lost power. That made my sister and me nothing but burdens hindering the ambitions of others. It may sound preposterous now, but I assure you that is the truth of what the Yashiro Commission has been through.
Huh. Pretty similar to how the Kanjo Commission is now.
Back then, I had no choice but to accept the position I was in. While I desperately looked around for powerful supporters, I endured smear campaigns and attempts to exploit me. I had no other choice. I had to honor my parents' dying wishes, and I also had a young sister to take care of. I didn't mind what became of me, but my family. No one can ever be allowed to trample over my precious family. Fortunately, I persisted, and the Kamisato clan was able to survive the storm.
I think I now know where my sense of loss and confusion was coming from. Shinojo once told me that he saw what was in me in a way that no one else did. That's why he couldn't bear to see me live the rest of my life depending on someone else. I thought the reason I felt unsettled was because of uncertainty over getting married. But the fact is, it's because I felt too young and inexperienced to handle the situation facing me.
The reason why Sir Kujo was able to face the prospect of marriage so confidently is because he's prepared for anything.
That's it. The situation I'm facing now is the same one he faced back then. When his clan was in crisis, he bravely drew his blade and challenged the almighty Shogun. And now, it is time for me to make a stand and become my own person.
Well said. I'm sure once you have grown and gained confidence, your father will be able to let go and allow you to decide how you want to live the rest of your life. It might not sound exciting, but this kind of personal growth is a necessary step in the pursuit of true happiness.
And I'm sure I can get there. I will use this as an opportunity to take over the responsibilities of the Hiragi clan. I'll think about marriage again after everything is more settled. This puts less pressure on Kamaji, and means I can support and protect myself without having to worry about becoming a burden or dependent on someone else.
My best wishes to both of you were and remain heartfelt. When the time comes for the wedding to go ahead, I will come to congratulate you once more.
Thank you, Sir Kamisato. I am grateful for everything you have shared with me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot to deal with back home.
Take care, Lady Hiragi. I'm confident that on your return, you will find your Kanjo Commission associates most receptive to your instruction.
Yes, in fact, my recent experience suggests the same. Thank you once again.
She really has the air of a leader now.
She has a lot in common with Kamaji.
Hats off to you too, sir. Everyone thought there was no way out until you pulled that super smart strategy out of nowhere.
In fact, counter-checking is a perfectly common maneuver in the game of chess. Our rival this time was easy to deal with. He was smart, but short-sighted, and sloppy in his execution. This outcome is entirely within my expectation.
Even so, Paimon could never come up with a plan that cunning in a whole lifetime. Anyway, it's kind of a relief to see that Chisato has decided to set the Hiragi clan straight.
I agree. Stability in Inazuma benefits me as well. I wasn't about to pass up an opportunity to make less trouble for myself.
Speaking about your stance, you weren't in this just to help Chisato, were you?
Well, the fact is that I am first and foremost the Yashiro Commissioner. Perhaps for Master Matsura, power is his life's pursuit. But for me, nothing matters more than the stability of Inazuma. A stable nation is the prerequisite for a stable Yashiro Commission. Only then can the Kamisato clan and the other Yashiro Commission clans have a peaceful existence. But human desire will always be a factor in the equation. This is not the first situation of its kind, nor will it be the last. All I have tried to do is make sure the three parties to the Tri-Commission serve to restrain each other. Stasis is not the only form of stability. A balance of power leaving no room for maneuver achieves the same end.
Balance of power.
Another positive outcome is that everyone recognizes how important Lady Hiragi is now. I think I did her a sizable favor in that regard. Dealing with the Hiragi clan will be much easier for her than navigating a new and unfamiliar one.
There were so many things at play over this one wedding. Wait a second. You weren't trying to stop the wedding from the very beginning, were you?
I thought straight away it was bad timing. Nevertheless, everything I said to Hiragi Chisato was entirely sincere. If you choose to give up your stance on something once, you'll be having to compromise for the rest of your life. I didn't want to see her suffer because she didn't realize what she was getting into. Now, she has the chance to become her own person. Let's see who she becomes.
Okay then, guess we'll have to wait and see.
See you next time.
All right. Farewell, and profuse thanks to you both. I shall have to host you at the Kamisato estate when my sister is next available.
Looks like everything's resolved. Masterfully done. Everything was perfect. Well, except for one minor detail. I somehow ended up with a glass of very peculiar tasting milk.
Didn't you like it? I distinctly remember you saying you are quite partial to exotic flavors.
Oh! My lord?
The Traveler had one of those as well.
Ah, I'm sure he's made a great impression on you.
The Traveler did indeed play a critical role in this case. I'm sure both families would have been more guarded against me had he and his companion not been present. It wouldn't have been so easy to get to the heart of the matter.
There you go again, my lord. Placing the focus on other people while discreetly performing your job to perfection.
Naturally. Ah, yes. Now that we're both free, let's finish off that game of chess we started a few days ago.
Alright, I guess that was a major quest. Quest completed. Look at that. Huge rewards. Okay. Is he back? He's finally back. Okay. Tomoki, we're even. Okay, got that. Okay, well, I'm gonna go turn in those results, and then I think I need to beat a couple more enemies. I'll go do those offline and fight those, and then see how far we are, and then we'll catch up next time. So let's double check, see if no one else is on.
Try some creative cooking.
It is. We got Shane HPG playing Elden Ring over there. There we go. Did I spell that right? X-A-I-N-H-P-G. I did. Okay. Alright. Have a wonderful weekend, and hopefully we'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.
Come and try some creative
Should
cooking.
we really be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do.